All right, I'm on hole number 4 of the Desert Dunes tournament. I'm in the practice round, just checking them out, just checking out the holes. Let's go check out hole number 4. These are at the Dreaded Dunes. So if you use Golf Class Notebook, it's under Dreaded Dunes. All right, I think this might be the hole. Is this the hole? No, this isn't the hole. I was talking to my buddy Dale Appleby today, and we were talking about one of the holes that was out there, and there's one of them that the adjustment that I was doing was a massive adjustment. And we were trying to remember which course it was. It looks very similar to this hole. And I believe, you think about how we were playing this. I think the whole deal was getting up. Let's go check it out. And if I don't like how I've got it, maybe I'll get a little bit more when we get out there. It's definitely one of those deals. I don't know that hitting off of this island trying to get up here, it's pretty long. Any trajectory, if you're off on your trajectory up here, it's not a big problem, but especially if you're off to the left, if your ball guide's going like this, let's get that pin back up. If your ball guide's going straight to the cup, and you hit it perfect, it goes straight to the cup. But if you're off to the left, as far as like right here, you're okay, even just a little bit. But as that lengthens out, it's very easy to end up into the sand here. And I know me, when I'm playing these types of holes, there are several ways that you can play these par threes, especially. Let's just go out there and try it out. Let's go try it. We're winging it today. This is what practice is all about. I'm sure I've got something in my bag I can take. Not sure what ball to pick. I don't have any idea. No clue. No idea. Here, hold on one second. Hold on. All right, I went and watched some video, so we'll just go play it. I'm going to play it. In the past, when it first came out, I played it with a Saturn, and I was doing a lot more backspin, and I was closer to the hole. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come at it with a Grizzly with less backspin. Now, I'm going to stick with a 3-power ball, and we'll see what the deal is. The second time we played it, there is a wind adjustment down here, and I don't think I'm going to be in max club. And what I did was, even though I wasn't in max club, I used a max number. So instead of doing a mid club and a wind adjustment, if I did max club, it ended up working out the same. So I stuck with the max. So we'll try it out. We'll see what the deal is. I go first, so we'll find out right off the bat. If we don't like it, we'll go back and play it again. Back in this area right here. So it's 3. Let's get a little squared up to the wind. Maybe. There's 1, 2, 3. See if we can hit it perfect and see where it ends up. This will give us a good indication. I'm going to have to do that again so I can hit it perfect. That's going to end up, that'll definitely end up right to the left. And from that look right there, it definitely looks like, I know that was 1 ring great to the left, but that was definitely, in my mind's eye, farther than 1 ring great to the left. So there may be an adjustment here. Let me see where I'm at in my club. I didn't do shit right there. All I did was just shot the shot. Rookie move. Come on. We'll take this shot however many times it takes us to make it. We'll go through the iteration and see what the deal is. Ideally, you want to hit it perfect so you can get some really good read from it, but why would you? Hey, I will tell you that I like doing dunks, but you're obviously probably not going to do a dunk in a tournament. And they got lucky, they hit the pole. There are a few holes, though, the second shot going into the cup, that depending on the spot you're in, and there's one hole in particular I can think of, and I can't remember what course it's on, but on that particular hole, if you can get to the right spot, the shot that you're actually trying to get to is to where you can do a dunk. And there's one of the lower level holes that's on like Tour 2 or that every time we get on that hole, I do a dunk. It's a par 4 and you can really go for it. There's no downside to it. Gotta have some fun. Let's try that again. Let's try that again and see if we can hit perfect. We'll go for it one more time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. But it definitely looked like where I was out there, I would have needed to make a bigger adjustment. So regardless of where I'm at in my club, it definitely looked like I would need to make more than a max adjustment. It felt like it was a little bit downhill. I'm going to do a 10% adjustment on it just because how far off. Typically, if you hit a perfect shot and you're just right off the cup, you're the width of the cup away from it. And on a grate, you would expect if you had everything lined up, you'd be somewhere similar. So it looked like it's about little over 3.5 backspin, almost 4. Oh, hey, get over there. We got 3.7. And I didn't check to see where I was at. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about the small little details. 4.7. There's 4. And it's 4.1. Let's definitely hit this one perfect. Oh, and I hit it great to the right. So I hit one great to the left, and then I hit one great to the right. Let's see if I end up. And look how far off that is. That's the same thing. Where I was that far off on both sides. So it may be just the terrain of that green where if you hit off just a little, you're way off. Am I going to have to play this hole 3 times? Is it third time the charm and then you're in the hole? I guess that's what it is. Part of it threw me off too. I was anticipating, because of the wind that we had the first time I played it, I was kind of anticipating that was the way that the wind was going to blow. So the wind was blowing from the opposite direction and it threw me off for just a second. What was I thinking? Into hole. All right, third time's the charm. I know I can hit perfect. Somewhere in between those 2 greats is perfect. I'm sure of it. At least that's what they say. I'm not going to bet any money on it. I've seen a lot of people do that. Why didn't they set that up like that? I have no idea how that went in the hole. The flagpole should have lifted. Why was the flagpole still in there? We're on the green. I don't understand what happened right there. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on, whether that's a glitch in just what we're seeing or what the deal is. And I don't care if I actually make the first shot. Let's find out. Let's be scientific here, and let's find out where the hell I'm at in my club and see what the deal is. I've got a few Titans to burn, but you could come here with a low wind ball, and there's no reason to blow a 3-power low wind ball if you don't need to. A lot of these holes, sometimes, doesn't it feel like sometimes when you're out there and you're playing one-on-one, that when you're using a 0-power ball, that everything kind of like falls into place for the 0-power ball, and then when you change to any other ball other than that 0-power ball, you're almost ruining the deal. Hey, let's switch to that. Yeah, you still make me pick, even though there's no 9 balls in a deal. Still make me pick. Something about mid club. Mid club with my Grizzly should be 1.4 per ring, but I definitely didn't. I think I'm going to stick with the 1. And I'm in mid club here. So it should be 1.4 per ring. So it's 4.1. That'd be 4.5. I'm going to let that time out. Let's see where... Yeah, I'm definitely in mid. I'm definitely in mid club right there. And so theoretically at mid club, it should be 1.4 per ring. And I'm with my Grizzly, so it should be 1.1 per ring. What the hell were you thinking? All right, I think I got my act together. With a Marlin, I'm in mid club. I'm going to do 1.1 per ring. And a 10% wind adjustment. The main thing here is to just try and hit the damn ball perfect. So we can see at least if when you're coming through this terrain here, if it's rolling your ball off. There's quite a few holes in the game where if you're off just a little bit to the left or the right, you're way off to the left and the right. And this may be one of those holes. Let's try and not put any side spin on it. So it's 4.9. So it's going to be 4.9 rings. It's going to be 5 rings. There's 4, 5. Let's let this thing go by so we can get it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Finally! Jeez, only took me 2 times and a missed shot. And in the hole. But you can tell right there on if I hadn't hit the flagpole, I would have ended up a mile past it. So the way it's rolling out right there, it's going to take, it would take a little bit more than 3.5, 4 backspin from where I was at. Possibly 5 backspin. Let's check this out. So that was a 10% wind adjustment. So plus 10, and then I'm gonna start with. It needs at least. I'm gonna start with 5 backspin and see how that works, because that ball definitely came in there a little hot. Let's go check that out. All right, that was hole number 4. Was that hole number 4? That was hole number 5. No, that was hole number 4. All right, so hole number 4. I'm going to start there. So on my notes, that's where I'm going to start, is with a 10% and then 5 backspin, and I'm going to work it from there. And that was with a 0 power ball. That should give you some options. You could probably switch from where I was at, and I did mid club. So mid club was 1.1 per ring. So I'm going to put mid club. And I would probably be a little bit more towards min if I brought out a 1 power ball, and if depending on your ball inventory, if you've got some low wind balls, it might help you out on that. All right, that was a look at hole number 4. Thanks for watching.